everyone. This is Venus Kalita. I'm just setting up a screen capture that I'd really like to get in here for you. Let me see here. So if you can see, I've been working on my practice with my rigging and getting it attuned to me. So we're going to get to see a little better. Here we are. So while I am a mercenary, I did originally come from a beautiful home in a beautiful town where we did a lot of gardening, and I do so love being outdoors. Now today we're here for a special reason, and I'm just hoping that this is going to work out. We've got a water fountain, and I just love water fountains, so I'm hoping that the background sound there will be soothing to you and not annoying at all. But let me know in the comments. So we are here today to play a little game, and that game is called Riddle Me Din Din. And we can workshop that name. I don't mind workshopping that name at all. Oh wait, something's happened here. So let me screen capture one more time. I don't know what just went on with that, but something popped up that shouldn't have. So give me one moment. Oh, I so hate being the new YouTuber who is so new that these mistakes are happening right in front of your eyes. So let me just find out what that is coming from. And Riddle Me Din Din is actually, I chose it because it is something that was accidentally popular on my non-live feed. So when I was making episodes just to practice making content, we're going to get rid of that. There we go. And in making this content, I really did enjoy. Oh, it looks like I have lost my garden. Let's try that again. I really did enjoy making riddles, and you know, I'm trying to use riddles when I know them, but I am actually making some of these riddles up myself as well. So if you can see me here, yeah, it looks like I've lost my garden. So let's see if I can find it one more time. I did want to put us in a really fun mood because I came home straight from work today, and when I came home straight from work today, what I did, and I'm gonna look for my garden. I'm gonna pop it back up again in just a second. Is I was able to whip up this 3-part, I'm going to call it mini menu, that I put together for us to play my Riddle Me Rewards day with you, for something that would be quick and easy, something that would upscale things that we usually have sitting around in our, here we go, in our cupboard, something that we don't think of, you know, we don't usually do anything too fancy with it, however, would be really nice. Let's see, here it is, it's back. Alright, so welcome to my garden, welcome to where I hope we're going to have a lovely dinner this evening, based on a combination of things that I think are really complementary with each other. Quick and easy, it'll be faster to put this all together than it will be for me to riddle with you. But just let me show my emote. So I can smile, I can open mouth smile. There we go. And so you're getting a bit of a closer look at me, a little more able to track than in the past. So I'm very happy with this. And here we go. So sorry for keeping you waiting, everyone, but welcome to all my precious souls out there who are popping in to play a game with me that I'm calling Riddle Me Din Din. Workshopping that, if you hate that. But if you've been listening to my playlist for Allow for Happy, or my playlist for Self-Care with V&M Soul, which is short for My Precious Mortal Souls, because we get this one life to live, and it is very valuable. I hope everyone cherishes the time that they have and takes care of themselves so that they can enjoy it as best as possible. And if you know me from these games, you'll need to get out a recording device. Could be pencil and paper. It could be that you type really fast or you're recording it. But every riddle that I give leads to an ingredient in a materials list. And although I do try to say in my playlist that a treat doesn't have to mean food, it could be DIY self-care products, it could be DIY little toys or games. But in this case, it really is a reward, if you play along with me, a reward for some tasty treat. And I know on the East Coast it's a little bit late for dinner, but some of us might just be getting home or getting everybody settled in. And maybe you don't have the energy or don't feel like any kind of major cooking. So tonight, I'm going to treat you to 3 quick and easy recipes to whip up a dinner that can serve about 6 to 8 people. And if you play along with me, you will be rewarded. So don't be afraid to make substitutions and explore your cupboards, explore your spice rack, explore your fridge, and use whatever you've got in the kitchen. And I hope you're going to love it. So I know this turned out really well for me today. I couldn't even wait while the pre-show was running. I was already dipping in. So here we go, M-Souls. Get your recording devices ready. Here's round 1 of our 3-part quickie dinner menu. So, solve my riddles to get the ingredients list for the first of 3 items to put together for tonight's dinner. Riddle me this. Why do fish always sing off key? Riddle 2. What has many ears but cannot hear? Riddle 3. What do you call a bouncy vegetable? Riddle 4. What do you call a spice that agrees with people? Riddle 5. Why were the sun chips tasked with protecting the dip? Riddle 6. What do citrus fruits use to get dates? Riddle 7. They say I'm so hot you'll go blind, and I can put hair on your chest. What am I? Riddle 7. Oh, Riddle 8. This rapping duo were famous for songs like Expression and Shoot. Who are they? Riddle 9. Why was the angry dairy cow banned from the party? Alright, everyone. Let's review our riddles. And as we do, the answers will lead to our ingredient list. So here we go. Why do fish always sing off key? Because you can't tune a fish. You can't tune a fish. You'll need 3 cans of solid tuna, and you'll have to drain them. Riddle 2, it has ears but cannot hear. It's a field of corn. And so if you happen to have corn, you're going to want to scrape off the corn niblets, or if they're frozen, you're going to want to heat them up a little bit. If you've got a can, just strain about a half can of sweet corn, and you're going to add that in. What do you call a bouncy vegetable? A spring onion. So we'll need about a half an onion, finely chopped. A spice that agrees with people? A cilantro. Si? Oui? Yes? Cilantro. I'm so sorry. You're going to need 1 bunch of cilantro, finely chopped. Riddle number 5. Why were the sun chips tasked with protecting the dip? Because they were known for their garden salsa. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of salsa. If you don't have salsa, I use chopped tomatoes. Riddle 6. What do citrus fruits use to get dates? Pick up limes. Limes. We need 1 lime and juice it. Or, if you've got that little plastic container of lime juice, a squirt. Riddle 7. So hot you'll go blind, puts hair on your chest. Hot sauce to taste, whichever one you like. Riddle 8. The rapping duo, famous for songs like Expression and Shoop, were salt and pepper. Use both to taste. Riddle 9. The angry dairy cow was banned because they didn't want any sour cream at the party. I'm so sorry again. Well, we're going to need sour cream to top off this particular mix when you're serving it. If you don't have sour cream, you can use plain Greek yogurt. So you might ask Venus, what is this mixture called? It is Fortuna Lime Tostadas. You can prepare this all together in about 10 minutes. It serves 8 people. This is just upscaling our humble can of tuna. I, for myself, just needed 1 can of tuna to feed 4 people. But if you want more meat, more cans of tuna. The best part is that there's no need for baking or cooking. Now, I like things warm, so I did throw it all in the pan, just a tiny bit heated up, because I used some frozen corn niblets. But if you've got them in a can, just use the can. You won't need to even heat it. Now, you're going to have to separate the tuna to flake it up as much as you can with a fork. Stir in the corn, onion, cilantro, salsa, lime juice, anything that you're using as an alternate. If you've got other vegetables hanging out in the fridge, of course, peppers, real tomatoes, parsley if you don't have cilantro, for example. And season it with dashes of hot sauce and salt and pepper to taste. Well, I'm Soul. This was the first part of a 3-part dinner menu. So probably taking me longer to run the riddles than it will for you to whip this up. It really didn't take me long at all when I came home today to put it all together. But we're going to need something to spoon this mixture on top of before we can serve and eat. So get ready for round 2 of Riddle Me Din Din. Recording device is ready. Round 2 begins. Riddle me this. When you hear my name, you'll think you can smell me. I'm white and I'm not sugar. What am I? Riddle number 2. I'm small and I'm a grain. I'm not sweet, and I can cause you pain if I get into your open wounds. What am I? Riddle number 3. I forgot to do my homework. I'm so sorry. So, I am a super fine powder. I am used for cooking. I am not magic, but I can't help you with making volcanoes. What am I? Riddle number 4. I'm made with something good to eat on your food pyramid. I could be made from something picked from a tree or pulled from the ground. Depending on your health, you may choose the one that follows the sun, the one that's as dark as night, or the one that smells sweet in the wind. What am I? Finally, riddle number 5. If it's cold, I can be hard on you. If it's too hot, I might burn you on my way up. But if the temperature's just right, I can run and run and run. If I'm deep enough, I can swallow you up before you get to swallow me. What am I? Okay, well these might be the most horrible makeshift riddles I've made today. The next round I promise you is much better, but in the first round, something that when you hear my name you think you can smell me, but I'm a powder. That is flour, and you're going to need 3 cups of it. Riddle number 2, the green that's not sweet and it can sting if it gets in your wounds, that's salt. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt. Riddle number 3, please forgive me for this. It's the powder that we don't use to make volcanoes with, so it's baking powder, and we need 1 teaspoon of it. Baking soda is the one that makes our volcanoes for science projects at school go boom. So we want the baking powder. Riddle number 4. So, talking about vegetable oil. Some people use canola, some people use straightforward vegetable oil. Some people, for health reasons, are going to choose olive oil, so that fruit from a tree that's as dark as night. Or they might use sunflower oil, so that flower that follows the root of the sun. So whichever oil you think is best for you, sesame oil is another nice one. It's all up to you, it's all up to taste. And you'll need 1/3 cup of whichever vegetable oil you want to use. Finally, riddle number 5. Hard when it's cold, could burn you like steam on its way up. And if you fall into a batch deep enough of water, you could drown before you can swallow it. So that's our water, and we'll need 1 cup of water. There are only 5 ingredients here, and mixing them together, you can make a very smooth dough, so just keep mixing, have some patience, put some elbow grease into it, and then you pour the dough out onto a floured surface and tear it into about 16-ish equal parts-ish. And it's okay if they're different kind of sizes and shapes, but basically we're going to press them into being kind of round and make them look homemade, so they don't have to be perfect. Roll them out flat as you can, and then cook them over a high heat in a frying pan for 15 to 20 seconds on each side, really, really fast. And they're going to bubble up, and they're going to look yummy, and they're going to give you that satisfying crispy crunch. So what is this? This is a homemade tortilla, and we can put that our mixture that we just finished making earlier, the tuna lime tostada, onto these tortilla shells. They're going to be delicious. Now, before you serve it, spoon on the tuna mixture, top it with dollops of the sour cream, or you can use plain Greek yogurt and as much hot sauce as you want. Now, the hot sauce that I have it's actually like a bourbon peach. There's a Scotch bonnet version, and you might say, why peach on fish? You might be surprised, but I was once gifted when I lived up north, way up north in the Arctic Circle, by a First Nations woman who gifted me a book for how to cook any kind of a meat that you could catch by land, by sea, by air, with recipes from different First Nations group who collaborated to make these recipes. And so many of the fish recipes had, what surprised me, and I started trying this out for myself, peach as the base for the sauces, or flavoring in the batters in the different ways that they would cook the different fish that they would catch. And so because I have Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, that lended itself well to the peach, and the peach worked really well with the tuna, a whitefish. And I found with any kind of whitefish that I've used with different types of peach sauces and batters, they work really well together. So surprisingly, when I tried putting these together, for me, so super tasty, so yummy, nothing clashed at all, and it's really agreeing with me. Now, before you dig in, the perfect refreshing beverage is needed to complement our dish. So are you ready for round 3, M-Soul? Keep playing with me, and you will continue to be rewarded. I think you're going to like this one. So recording devices ready? Let round 3 begin. Riddle me this. What makes new coins so easy to identify from the rest of the coins in circulation? Riddle 2. I am a 4-letter word which comes before stone and light. It's also a small green fruit used as a flavor in Sprite. What am I? Riddle number 3. This soft drink tapped into hip-hop culture by leveraging rappers like LL Cool J, A Tribe Called Quest, Fat Joe, Grand Poobah, Common, Missy Elliott, and Nas, and others too, to do television commercials and sell this clear drink which was originally created in Germany. What is it? Riddle number 4. I'm hard, but I'm not a stone. I'm cold, but I don't need a coat. If I get warmed up, I change appearance, but I'm not popcorn. I get put in drinks, but I'm not a straw. I'm made of H2O, but I'm not running water. What am I? Okay. Only 4 ingredients, so let's review. How you can identify coins that are new compared to the rest of the coins in circulation? You can still smell the fresh mint on them. Mint, where we make coins, you smell the fresh mint on them. You're going to need 11 fresh large mint leaves, or most spice racks have one jar called the herb mint. And if you don't mind swallowing little tiny pieces of mint, which is perfectly edible and even healthy, it's antiviral, and just toss in a dash of the mint bits from the spice jar. And a little actually goes a long way. If you do mind the little bits, use a tea strainer or place the mint leaves in a tea bag sleeve so that the flavor can absorb through the liquid without spreading the little leaves around for you. The 4-letter word which comes before stone and light is lime. So you'll need to cut about 3/4 of a fresh lime to put in this drink, or get out that little bottle of real lime or real lemon and add a squirt or 2. Riddle number 3, the soft drink that tapped into the different hip-hop culture, and different hip-hop singers were singing commercials to sell this product. Originally created in Germany, and it's Sprite. You'll need about a 1/2 cup of Sprite or club soda. Riddle number 4, hard but not a stone. We're talking about ice cubes. Now you're going to need about 1 cup of crushed ice cubes, so just pop them in a blender. Or sometimes what I do is keep the ice in a bag and I just pound on it a little bit with my mallet and crush it up. And we're going to add that. Mix it all together in a carafe or a jug. And it's really surprising how refreshing this drink is. So you're going to put the 3/4 of the cut lime, the mint leaves, and either the 1.5 cups of Sprite or club soda into a glass. And don't add anything that's bubbly like the Sprite or the club soda if it's gaseosa, if it's got the bubbles, until you've shaken all the other ingredients together and stir it really well. Add the bubbly stuff last, or it's going to be a bit of a mess. So muddle that up for about a minute. Pour the ice and shake it with the shaker, and then finally add the Sprite or the club soda. So that we can keep things clean. You can garnish with some mint and lime on the top edge of the glass, and it is a wonderful mixture of lime and mint bubbling with awesome sweetness. So this is our virgin mojito, and the lime inside this, as well as the lime inside of the tuna mixture, is going to complement really well together. Both the scent of the lime and the flavor is refreshing, and it just complements the flavors in the tuna lime tostadas really well. Now, you can heat this up a little bit, but if you're putting the mixture right on top of the tostadas or the tortilla shells, as soon as you finish frying them, they're going to be nice and warm, and you're going to be nice and crispy. Serve it immediately. And bon appetit, my hungry mortal souls. If you're still here and you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. I hope you had fun guessing along with the riddles with me, and let us know how your dinner turned out in the comments. What was your favorite part? Did you have to make any particular substitution out of necessity that worked really well, or did you make a substitution because of preferences or health needs that worked really well? Let us know. It doesn't take too long to mix together. Hopefully you're heading into the kitchen to stir it up right now, and I really sincerely hope you enjoy. So I'm raising my glass of virgin mojito, my mint water here, nicely chilled to you and to your health. And I'm going to have a little sip here. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, I will be back on Thursday night, and I will be live. It will be a little bit later in the evening, and we're going to be exploring another Facebook app game while we just sit and chat, and I will use that opportunity to answer any questions any subscribers or visitors who've been watching my shows have been asking me, and we can just chat for a little bit and just hang out together. Also, Friday night I will be here live later in the evening to help maybe not bore you but entertain you to sleep. So we're going to tuck in and chill on this coming Friday. And so thanks for stopping by. I hope you're seeing that I've got a few improvements with my rigging. I'm still a little bit fresh. Please forgive me. I am still learning, but I am having fun doing this, and I hope you're having fun with me. So thank you for joining me to our lovely garden dinner. I hope you had fun with the riddles. And if you have a good riddle of your own that you'd like to share, please let us know in the comments below. Take care, everyone, and thanks for stopping by. And again, thank you, Nick out there, Papa of my avatar, for helping me learn how to do the rigging so we can have a better response. So, for those of you who haven't seen me up close, give you a bit of a smile. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my dinner in this lovely garden, and I hope you have a lovely, relaxing dinner as well. Take care, and I appreciate your time. I know it's precious, and so are you. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.